Psychologist Alison Hill is the author of Dealing with the Tough Stuff, and she joins us now.
So what's the best way to manage your stress or manage your anxiety levels? Psychologist Alison Hill joins us now. So how do we deal with this in the heat of the moment?
So there's a couple of things you can do when you're absolutely caught in that moment.
There is nothing more inspiring than watching someone courageously take on change and come out the other end a different person. This is something that I get to help people do every single day. What psychology brings to the table is a mindset of scientific curiosity. Let's get curious about what's happening. And we need to be curious and not judgmental. We need to be inquisitive and not definitive.
So there's some really interesting research coming out of the US that says that it's not stress itself that's bad, but our belief that stress is bad.
I have 2 kids and I run a business, and busy has knocked on the door and brought itself in. I often tell people that you can't do everything and you can't please everyone. And when I say that, people actually go, okay, I get that. But then they go and they bust their hump and they work hard and they try and please everyone. And yet it is this universal truth that you can't do everything and you can't please everyone. When we really get that, it's absolutely liberating, because now we get to choose what we do, and we get to choose the people that we want to influence the most. Dealing with the tough stuff is all about those inevitable tough conversations that you will have to have in a workplace. For example, it might be the performance conversation, or it might be the conversation that you need to have with your high performer that's just not part of the team. It might also be a really sensitive conversation about how someone's coping at home. How we address those tough conversations is by exploring the language that we use. We need to start to talk about it, the behaviour that's going on, rather than about the person. One of the tools that I give people is to talk about the mindsets that matter, and in particular 2 mindsets. The first one is to accept what is, to realise that it's not bad, it's not good, it just is. And then from there, have the catalyst to be able to drive what could be, what might be possible, and what can I have an impact on that will make all the difference. It's so important to me what happens after a conference and after a workshop, when people actually get into action and they change something in their life. The tools that I give people are based in science and they work. They help them to be able to deal with that sense of overload, particularly in a change environment, and they help them to have the conversations that they need to have.